Well, top of the morning to ya. I'm Liam the Leprechaun, and I've got a wee secret to share. ZJZDesigns.com has just unveiled their brand new St. Patrick's Day apparel. Featuring yours truly, of course. From cheeky tees to lucky prints, these designs are brimming with charm and plenty of gold. Whether you're heading to a parade or just feeling the Irish spirit, you look grand in these threads. So what are you waiting for? Skip the rainbow and head straight to ZJZDesigns.com. You'll find the pot of gold in your cart. No magic required. ZJZDesigns.com, where style is always in season.
Welcome, everyone, to the All About Nothing podcast kind of daily show. I am Barrett Gruber, host of the All About Nothing podcast with Zach King. You can find me across all of social media at Barrett Gruber. With me is the host of the podcast Black, White, and Blue in the South with Dr. Jamil Brooks. It's Bill Kimler. Follow him across all social media at PoliticalBillSC. With us also is my co-host of the All About Nothing podcast with Zach King. It is Zach King. Welcome, Zach.
What's up, fellas?
You can follow Zach across all social media at GarnetKing07.
Not guaranteed to follow back.
Yeah, I don't blame you. If you want to participate in the show, you can chat with us on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. You can find
apparently
links.
if you want to participate, all you got to do is hop on because Barrett lets anybody into the show now. Let's have 50 co-hosts. What the hell?
You can find links at the top of our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com. Please follow and subscribe wherever you're hearing us. Let's get started. Good evening, fellas.
Gentlemen.
Hi there. What's going on,
Hi.
fellas? Oh, there was a crazy old person ranting about stuff.
You're going to jump right into the State of the Union. So first of all, show of hands.
I had to catch up on it. I got a little pissed off and had to calm down.
You know what's great for an audio medium is somebody asking you to show hands. Who watched the State of the Union last night?
I'm raising my hand for no.
Yeah. No,
I didn't watch the SOTU. I watched the STFU.
Yeah.
That's where I sat.
All right. Yeah. I did not watch. Were
you going to learn anything? Were you going to even be entertained? It was neither entertaining nor informative. Why bother?
Yeah. No, there is 100%. There's nothing to be gained by watching the State of the Union. The 2026 State of the Union, from the perspective of Donald Trump high atop the peaks of Mount Olympus, right? Yeah, I didn't watch any of it. I watched some of the recap of it, which time to time is kind of entertaining. There's always the one guy that does the video where it's just Donald Trump breathing.
Yeah, when you take out all his lies. Here's a video of Donald Trump's State of the Union with all of the inaccurate lies taken out. It's just him going for like 30 seconds and then it's over.
His breathing was far more impaired this time around than it has been in the past. Like,
again,
it was
Barrett, wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. You thought he would have been gone 3 years ago. He's still kicking. He's immortal. You're looking at immortal.
We're in the 1 to 2 month range now on
We're
on
not.
his death.
No.
Okay.
No,
Right.
I think he's going to serve out his term as RoboCop.
The time of the speech was 1 hour 47 minutes long, which beats his previous record, which literally was just last year. There was zero mention of the Epstein files. There were military heroes that were honored, a pilot in the Maduro extraction that was injured and received a Medal of Honor. But then Donald Trump somehow made it about himself, saying that he wishes that he could get the Congressional Medal of Honor, that right now the law doesn't allow it, but that if it does at some point, that he would be perfectly fine with accepting it.
Do you know what else he never mentioned besides the Epstein files? He never said the word ICE or mentioned them.
No, that's true.
Which is an amazing omission considering their stance on immigration. He knows how unpopular it is that even he didn't bring that up.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I think he said in the last 2 months that 0 illegal immigrants have gotten into the United States. Staggering statistic.
Yeah,
I don't know how you track the illegal immigrants getting in.
Yeah. You can't do it by the number of arrests you've made.
No.
doesn't make sense. Let's see. Some of the lies that he told. He said that he falsely claimed that the U.S. has secured $18 trillion in investments. Not remotely true. That was, I think, major investment announcements during this term was $9.7 trillion in investments. And even that is a major exaggeration. So the White House website speaks differently than what he said last night. So he almost doubled it. He misled on claims for gasoline prices, saying that in some places in the United States that gas is $1.99, but the national average is now below $2.30, which is not true. That only 2 states have an average below price of $2.50. Let's see. Right now, gas is about $2.95 on average.
So everything you're saying, he has already said 100 times already, and basically he just gathered it all up and turned it into a 2-hour-long verbal diarrhea.
Correct.
So there was nothing new there that he said. Nothing new.
Not a
to
single
me, the
thing
highlight was Representative Al Green. That was the highlight of the State of the Union.
Yeah. Yeah. Black people don't look like apes.
Black people are not apes.
Are not apes.
And he just stood there with this simple cardboard sign, was tossed out 3 minutes into the State of the Union, and he walked out of there with a smile on his face. And to me, that was the highlight, because how does a guy get up there and address the nation when he's done that and has never apologized, never made any excuses, never acknowledged that it was a mistake? That means he supports it, and that is indefensible.
Precious is checking in. She said, I thought about watching, but the mold growing on that fresh loaf of bread was far more interesting than the State of the Union last night. So I'm just glad she wasn't saying that about us. That was my fear. He also doubled down on the inflation. Go ahead, Zach.
I watched the highlights, and it just got more and more infuriating because, Bill, you're right. He said nothing new. He either stretched out what he already said to make it even more of a lie, or he just reiterated what he's already been pushing around.
Yeah.
And when he said there was no illegal aliens got into the country within like the last month or 2 months, I was like, how do you even, it's not even a statistic you can track.
No.
Because you don't know they're in there.
Absolutely.
I'm sure, and I didn't watch it, but I'm sure he said, I bet they said they couldn't be done, and yet we did it anyway. Nobody's seen such a thing ever. First time ever. It's incredible. They're all saying it. Like, you can already tell how he even made that announcement. There's no surprises there. The most predictable person ever. The only thing that he did that was new that people had to give him credit for was when you do introductions of special guests, he had them walk through the door as he announced.
Like the WWE.
Right. Hey, can I do a quick sidebar? WWE, have you seen the video of Vincent McMahon driving 100 miles an hour on the highway? And I think it was in Connecticut. I have to find that video and send it to you. Police were chasing him. He then rams into the back of another car that was moving, and then he spins out in the highway, and police, pull him over. He just gets a citation for reckless driving.
No way.
And the whole thing's captured on the police body cam, and the police is like, hey, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to a birthday party, my granddaughter's birthday party. He's doing 100 miles an hour and crashed into another car and never pulled over for the police until he wiped out. You talk about the world's greatest white rich man privilege. He just got essentially a speeding ticket and sent on his way. But you got to see, the car was a wreck. He was a wreck, not a breathalyzer in sight. No perp walk, no, touch your nose and say your ABCs the way Barrett likes to say his ABCs.
Hey.
There's none of that. Absolutely none of that. And he was like, go, I have the video saved, Barrett. I will send it to you because I was about to blast it in my social medias. It was the number one example of white rich man privilege I have ever seen. Imagine a black man having gone through that. He would have been beaten Rodney King style right then and there.
God.
Okay. In the comments, Preference is coming back saying that I said precious. I didn't say precious, did I?
You did. I heard precious.
Ah, damn it. Preference, I am sorry. Preference, not precious.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, is he talking about reference?
Last call again and checks in. He says, I managed to watch the first 40 minutes of it or so, but after the so much winning bit, I had to turn it off. So, yeah.
Did y'all realize the language he was using too? He said, our police and our military are stacked.
Yeah, he did say stacked. He did say stacked.
No cap.
This
For
is
real, on God.
This is a dude that is the number of speeches he gives where he talks about large, very masculine, strong men either crying or wanting to kiss him. He is playing out his most homoerogenous fantasies for the world. Just put it in a book. Just put it in a book and sell it. That's all you got to do.
Well, when you had RFK Jr. and Kid Rock oiling each other off in the side, did you see that? Off on the side of the stage, they were bare-chested, oiling each other up. I mean, that was right while Trump was talking.
Oh my God, your nipples are hard, kid.
There is a question for the panel in the comments, but I'm pretty sure he's just trolling us. But I'm going to put it up anyway. Question for the panel: if you have a gay monkey on your back, would you leave it there or beat it off? It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke.
I would definitely spank it.
We're giving us some thought. Thanks, Prop Master 69.
That was very precious.
Yeah.
Well, go to sleep because you have to wake up for the 6th grade tomorrow, real early.
Real early. So Brendan Carr. I want to do this the right way.
Remind me who that is. That's the FCC guy, right?
That is the FCC guy. In fact, here is Brendan Carr, seen here appearing like the human personification of a free subscription tier. I'm glad you laughed. I wrote some more of those. Seen here looking like he's about to give a 15-minute TED Talk on the importance of ironing your socks.
Yeah, can I get one? He looks like a manscaped testicle.
There you go. Fair enough. Brendan Carr seen here looking like the default character preset in a mid-budget simulator game that no one ever bothers to customize.
He looks like an NPC in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I like his magic eye tie. And if you cross your eyes, Trump's dick pops out.
So Brendan Carr just dropped a bit of a bombshell with his new Pledge America campaign.
Oh.
Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Yeah, which we didn't follow at the beginning of the show, but ramping up to the 250th birthday celebration for the United States coming up, he is calling on all broadcasters to lean really hard into the patriotic pro-America content as we ramp up. We're talking like old school vibes, so like the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem being played on television channels like local,
or the beating of slaves in the cotton farm. A whole bunch of things we can go back to.
Yeah,
I don't plan on adhering to that pledge. Have you taken the pledge? Are you caving in?
No, we didn't. Well, we didn't do it. We didn't do it at the opening. Zach, do you get up in the morning and do the Pledge of Allegiance before you start your day?
Not since I was like 12 and I was forced to do it.
Do you think, and both of you, do you think that you could do, you still remember the Pledge of Allegiance? I think I do. I think I remember.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was chair of a Democratic county party, and saying the pledge before the meeting is kind of the thing to do. So yeah, I know it. But I tell you what, you're not wrong in people not having it memorized that think they know it, because we've had people come up and we've asked them, could you lead us in the pledge? Maybe they're a veteran or a special day or something. And I've seen more people goof it up than I would ever have expected.
Yeah.
Should I try it and see if I goof it up?
Yeah, go for it.
You got to stand up, hand over your heart.
Is that where your heart is? I have questions.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one republic for which it stands. See, I already messed it up.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
did. Where's the button for that?
Oh,
you got a button.
Yeah, here we go.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands.
And to the republic.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, it's ridiculous anyway. When I got to not do it, it felt great.
What was like,
wow.
Does anybody remember what the history of the Pledge of Allegiance? Because I don't think. I mean, it's obviously not in the Constitution.
It's definitely an Eisenhower era.
Yeah,
thing.
I was gonna say it was the 50s, right? Like that was
because
when
they threw under God in there and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Put
I
it
think
on the money, make the kids say
Well,
it.
I mean, the
Make
Pledge of
everybody say
Allegiance,
it.
I think, has been around for a while. You're right about Eisenhower adding the under God part, but that was an addition. I couldn't tell you how many years prior to that the pledge had existed. It's a good question.
I can certainly look it up while you all fill the space with the dead air with speaking. But I'm pretty
All right,
sure.
so Zach, next, I want you to sing the national anthem.
Oh,
Let's go for the full trio there.
Can you see by the dawn's
All right, that's plenty.
early light?
1892, October 12th, 1892 was when the United States first started using the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right.
Yeah, so it was.
Should you have to pledge allegiance?
To me, I've always been bothered with the very first line. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Why would you pledge allegiance to a piece of cloth? To me, that sounds almost sacrilegious. Like, I get it. I pledge allegiance to the nation. I get that, or to ideals, or to whatever. But to a flag,
and to the republic for which it stands. So you're still holding on to your pledge to the flag.
No, I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic for which it stands. So I could pledge allegiance to the republic. Good with that.
Yeah.
Pledging allegiance to the flag itself. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, wherever the flag goes, I'm going to go running after it. They're going to lead me around with the flag. That's not going to happen.
You're not taking my flag. Yeah. Well, you know what? There are people who have pledged that allegiance to that flag and take it mighty serious what happens to it.
This is true.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it was 1892, October 12th was first recited in public schools. Apparently September 18th was when it was actually published in the Youth's Companion magazine. So
there's a problem right there too. That's just indoctrination.
Well, speaking of indoctrination in public schools, did you see what the House passed today?
Yeah. Was the FFRF not called at any point?
What's that? No, I have no idea. Anyhow, they said it was like a 7-hour debate, but then the Republicans quickly passed a motion to end debate and then passed the mandatory 10 Commandments in the classrooms bill. Right down party lines, as if the 10 Commandments, which is already in all the churches in the state, and this state has one of the highest per capita churches in the nation, and also one of the highest crime rates in the nation. It doesn't seem to work there. What makes them think it's going to work in the classrooms? It's just performative nonsense that does nothing for anybody.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the number of, or at least some sort of a approve or disapprove on how important it is in this country for them to be focusing on something that's going to be, all right, plastered in every classroom in the country.
You know what they should do is let them plaster it in the classroom, but then hand out all those little Trump "I did it" stickers. And then next to every commandment that he's broken, shall not commit adultery. I did that.
I did it.
Thou shalt not steal. I did that. Thou shalt not bear false witness. I did that.
Yeah. Thou shalt not create.
It's basically a checklist.
Images.
Oh yeah, you named all three that matter to modern society. I guess the rest of them are just like, don't worship gods, me. And I hope when it's put into the classrooms, any smart teachers just stick it right beside like the Horus picture and anyone else, Zeus, and there's like, there's that one.
Here are the 12 gods of a Mount Olympus. Here's the 3,000 or 6,000 gods.
We'll stick it in the Abrahamic religion section right there. So,
right.
Put it right next to the flying spaghetti monster.
Here's Thomas Jefferson's Jeffersonian Bible that mentions no magic whatsoever.
Someone just needs to. The Satanists are going to roll in. Freedom from Religion, the FFRF are going to come rolling in. You're just inviting play stupid games, win dumb prizes. It's going to be great.
Well, so the House, they vote, they approve it, whatever, but it's never going to make it through the Senate. Like, there's no way that they pass enough, or they get enough votes on the Republican side to push it over the top.
What they should have done is they should have, before the vote, forced every Republican lawmaker into a sequestered room and make them name the 10 Commandments in order before they'd be allowed to vote on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And watch, there's like only be 2 people left. You know, the wackos that'd be left, because nobody can name all 10 commandments off the top of the head, yet they want to inflict it upon every classroom. Stop it.
Yeah. Like it matters to them.
And I'm not a religious person, so I know some of them, but I also recognize that like the first 3 or 4 are basically God just grabbing at power and being like, don't make other gods. I come before everybody else.
Keep holy the Sabbath.
Yeah.
What does that mean in today's world? You're watching football like me, right?
Right.
You're keeping holy the Sabbath while you're chugging beer and eating chips and watching the football game and cursing at them? Come on.
Yeah. To the Jews, that was Saturday, so whichever day you pick, it's football. So
is the 10 Commandments where they tell them they can't eat pork or shellfish? Is that in the 10 Commandments?
That's in the director's edition. The director's
that's
cut
in the regular Bible. They don't
has all that. Yeah, that's has 11 through 37 commandments that don't eat pork, cut your
mixed fabrics,
cut skin off the top of your dick. All sorts of different rules. It's all in there.
Stoning your slaves.
Scholar. I know these things.
We've gone painful with it.
The master of divinity over here.
I think for the most part, I am up before these television stations actually go to the news. Well, I used to be. I mean, because now, like, the news will start. The morning news locally will start at like 4:30 in the morning now. So I know at least on one.
Is that really the morning news? Isn't it still the evening news technically?
Pretty close. It's old reports, right?
I missed the 700 Club.
The AP feed hasn't quite kicked in by then, but so. I know at least one of the stations at 5:30 on the dot, they will play the national anthem with this whole like very patriotic North American sort of thing. And that's one of the things that he's really trying to do is he wants it sort of in the style of Schoolhouse Rock, which also, hold on, before we even go there, I want you guys to tell me, how old is this man? How old does he look?
Well, he's got that Patrick Stewart, Jean-Luc Picard. You look 45 years older than you actually are. Look about him. So I'm guessing he's 27, based upon what you were saying.
He's 42.
He is 47 years old. You all think he looks like he's in his 40s? Really? Okay.
No. That means I'm 7 years older than him.
That
guy looks like my dad.
I see a man who has aged past 47. Like,
listen, the best example of that is Wilford Brimley, right? When he did Cocoon, he was 35 years old or something like that. And he was playing a geriatric.
Yeah.
That guy looked, diabetes. And he was like only 41 when he made that commercial. Yet he looked like he was 90.
Cocoon, I got diabetes.
Right.
There's so many great AI memes of the diabetes thing. I think I saw one where he shoved his head into a bucket of sugar, like the moonshiners would pour into the whatever. And he comes out and he's covered in he's covered in the sugar. And he's like,
Brimley, all he tried to do is bring awareness.
I didn't mean to bring that. Boy, I triggered you, Barrett, with that topic. I sent you to a happy place right then.
I love Wilford Brimley.
Now that going back to that Brendan Carr, he's like the opposite of Pam Bondi. Right? Pam Bondi's 72, and she looks like she's a kicking 35-year-old MILF.
Do you think she does? When you look at her, when I look at her face, I'm like, she looks like a rotten apple skin or something. Like,
no. I think she's a looker.
So I think she's.
Really?
I think she's attractive too, and to be 60 is attractive with the mute button
she looks 60.
Initiated. But like her face. Like there's no wrinkles. Like and so it's been that way since she was. You
guys have your glasses on when you're watching it?
I'll pull up Pam Bondi's official.
I think that's just Zach Trump derangement syndrome kicking in. He just can't see her beauty because she's associated with Trump.
It's into like a physical level.
Yeah,
she's so not a beautiful
now
person.
He looks at her and he sees Gollum. Like he can't see straight. He's completely got TDS.
So
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pulling up her
that
official.
guy, you guys are old horn dogs. I don't really know.
Oh,
Boy, how bad has it gotten that we're now sitting here rating the administration's looks? Like that's where we're at now.
I didn't know it was a thing. I thought we all agree she's ugly on the outside and the inside.
No, this is where you're wrong, and this is why.
You're objectively wrong, Zach.
That's why I'm on the show and you're not. That's how this happened.
I'm on the titular show. You're on the side show. Okay.
I don't want to hear about you and your titulars.
All right. So first of all, I'm going to bring up a picture that is. I'm going to say is
Sideshow Bill.
When we turn off the cameras, you talk like, "This was a rather good show, gentlemen. I really appreciate it."
I'm gonna bring up a picture.
I'm gonna go kill Bart Simpson now.
That I think supports both Bill and I's opinion as well as Zach's. So Zach is right. The wrinkles are definitely there. But
can you zoom in?
60.
Zoom in.
Even her fingers are like curved. She has old lady hands.
I think
you guys are just wrong. Control plus or control zoom in on your mouse wheel.
Bill, if you had nothing between you and her but air and opportunity, and you got close enough, if the air didn't get you, she'd choke you to death.
Yeah, there you go.
She looks like the crypt keeper.
No, she looks fine.
Brother, look at those eyes. They're wrinkled. They're sunk.
Whoa.
Listen, not everybody here is married to Sydney Sweeney like you are, Zach. So, looking at
I married what Sydney Sweeney wishes she looked like. All right, we're going to start there, Bill.
Good answer.
I will just say,
write that down.
I don't think Pam Bondi looks 60. I'll just say that. But
40s. She looks 40.
Yeah, 40s.
Yeah, 40 soccer mom.
I'm pretty sure she smokes Virginia Slims, and that guy checks her ID every time at that quick stop. I'm just like,
there you go.
Pam's here. Got old.
So we've talked about Brendan Carr and his ageful face, and we've talked about Pam Bondi and her.
I want to mention this real quick too before we move on. To circle back to State of the Union, he brought the hockey team out WWE style, like you mentioned, Bill.
Yeah,
and then he proceeds to go, "I'm going to give him the Presidential Medal of Honor, freedom, whatever. It's been given to a lot. Well, not a lot, like 12 other athletes. But I'm going to give it to you. It means a lot less coming from me." How do you feel when you're like, it's been given to a lot, not a lot, like 12, which I'm sure he's off on that number. It's probably like 45 or something. Those three things that I saw just gave it just the shit show title that it is and everything.
Well, it's all over the social media how women are hating on the men's hockey team right now. I mean, they have been torn up and down for their behavior, for the big, I don't know, insult given to the women's hockey team, who is demonstrably more dominant in their sport than the men's hockey team is.
In most of their sports.
Yeah.
Almost all of their sports, they are more dominant than the men. Yeah.
And for them to go along with Trump's joke, that just speaks badly of any kind of union or bond between sportsmen. They really have no regard for the women at all. If they had any respect, they would have declined it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the men's hockey team as well as several of the publication hockey magazines have all basically said that there has not been an actual invite made from the White House to the men's hockey team. So there
they just crashed and just showed up at the White House.
Do you mean the women's?
They haven't showed up at the White House yet.
Yeah, they had dinner. They had Trump treated them to burgers and fries and bottled water for dinner. You haven't seen that yet?
No,
Dairy Queen and some Wendy's.
Okay. Well, then I missed that one. But the women did decline an invite, but apparently during the State of the Union last night, Trump made mention of that and made it sound as though he was going to force them, totally in his style,
Yeah.
Wow.
Trump forcing a bunch of women to do something they don't want to do? No.
Yeah, not ever happened. So we only have a couple minutes left. I I was going to go ahead and bring it up. Bill, do you want to make your announcement?
I am. I'm here to announce that Barrett is no longer going to do this show, and Zach and I are going to go off on our own and have our own deal, right?
It ain't easy being busy. It's a
We
working
realized
title.
that you were kind of the anchor here, just dead weight, and it's time to move on. No, but seriously, this is my last appearance here for now. I'm putting this on pause. I have been looking through my calendar to clear out some non-essentials. I'm not saying non-enjoyables because I love every minute of this, but non-essentials because I am taking the part of campaign manager for a good friend of mine who's running for office, and she's making her announcement on Sunday. So I'm going to try to devote as much time as possible, but it does mean having to clear out a good 10 hours a week, and this is 2 of them. So I'm sorry to see this go, but after the election, I hope to be back, and maybe we can resurrect it. Or maybe Zach takes my spot, and he can make this titular again.
I don't have time for that, Bill.
I
And genuinely, I wouldn't be as good. Like, I'd tune in, I'm like, damn, this is what a podcast should sound like. Am I fucking up the real one?
No.
Yes, but that's not the point.
So,
I hope you enjoy running Pam Bondi's campaign for governor.
Yeah, hey, you just sit there and be all envious, man. You can sit there and be jelly in the hotel room all you want. That's fine.
I said Pam Bondi. I meant, Nancy Mace, but whatever. You probably think
Ooh.
she's sexy too.
That's not funny. You just went to a dark place there, man. You just went to a dark place.
I suggested she drank bleach when I got reached out to by Nancy Mace.
Yes, he did.
I have no idea what you might be tuning into on Monday, if there's anything at all to tune into.
So I will just put the cherry on top.
I got an idea. Hold on. Barrett, search for a new host on Omegle. And until you find a good one, show your auditions for the people you find on
I have no idea
Omegle.
what that is. What is Meagle?
It's like chat roulette.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what that is.
Go through chat roulette. And
I know you know what that is, Bill.
There's no way. There's no way that would work. But so
please, that would be the best.
Not because
I'd be here for it. You know what? I'd quit the campaign just to watch that. I'd be like, sorry, I can't do this. Barrett's going through Meagle to get co-host every week.
Guy jacking off. Please don't scroll.
It's just like that South Park episode, right? Remember that one? Best. That was the best. I was in tears. All right, God, Barrett, seriously, what are you doing?
All right. So just to put the cherry on top of what Bill announced that he will be away until probably November. We are going to take a break from this show for the month of March and for the month of April. Mostly just because it's going to give me an opportunity to focus on some of the things that I've been trying to get together for the All About Nothing podcast, and having that opportunity in the evenings to sort of do that, especially lining up guests and things like that. That's one of the things that's been kind of difficult to do during.
No, all you got to do is have nothing but Iranian activists on your show, and then the two of you just sit back and just cruise for an hour. You'd have all the free time in the world.
Wasn't she fantastic though?
She answered everything. There was no.
You asked one question, and she answered it for an hour. Yes, it was fantastic. She answered them all.
Zach literally then he told me he was like I was going through what she was talking about, and I was like I got nothing to ask. She answered all of it. I'm going to stop.
You should start asking her questions about Allah at that point. I mean, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Oh,
so the kind of daily show is going to take a couple months break. We will be back in May. I don't know who will be with me. I can certainly do it on my own if I have to, but I've actually I've only mentioned it prior to your announcement, Bill. I only mentioned it to Zach and to Ami, and Ami has actually mentioned that there is someone who she thinks would be really good. It's a local comedian here to the Columbia area that is very politically astute. So that might be something that we work out at some point. But it will just be a temporary gig till Bill is back. So
No, it could be permanent. This guy's great. I got no hard feelings. I got my own show I got to do.
well, it's going to piss Trump off more because it's a woman. So, so
There you go.
we'll see. Do you guys have anything else before we wrap it up?
No, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here. It's been 4 days. I'm tired of it.
Oh, you big baby.
Bill,
You know how
y'all
many
have
men would die to be away from their wives for a week in a hotel room paid for by another company? They would love it.
They didn't marry Sydney Sweeney's dream woman. So
Sydney Sweeney has a dream woman. Hey, I will say this: the episode coming up, I just got it set to publish for the All About Nothing podcast that will publish on Monday. Fantastic episode between Zach and I. We go deep into the aliens.
yeah, them aliens are tainted now.
We do the probing. All right, we do the probing. Bill, who do you got coming up on an interview? I think you said you were going to make an announcement about that.
We got a fascinating interview lined up with an ex-professor from Presbyterian College who published an article like the day after the Charlie Kirk assassination. And then she published it in a national magazine, and local lawmakers went full force against her, wrote letters to the college administration wanting her to be out of a job. So I'm talking to somebody who was victimized by our South Carolina lawmakers directly. And we're going to get her side of the story. She's no longer with the college, so she's able to speak a little more freely about what went down. And I've been looking forward to this conversation all year. I'm excited.
Wow. I am excited for you.
What was the title of her article?
I don't remember the title exactly. It was in Ms. Magazine. I could probably pop you the link to it. But the theme of the article was about toxic masculinity in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. It was basically, she's saying, this is all coming full circle. It's toxic masculinity feeding on itself until it's finally, destroyed one of its own in the process. Yeah. And for that, my lawmaker, the lawmaker in Lawrence County, and some others wrote letters specifically condemning her and wanting her eliminated from her job for exercising her right to an opinion.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and not one that she uniquely holds. Charlie Kirk's an asshole. So
correct. So look forward to that coming up. The Black, White, and Blue in the podcast will publish next Wednesday, hopefully, right?
Black, White, and Blue in the podcast. I think
Black,
we're going to
White, and Blue in the South podcast.
Oh, okay.
Bill, you have to tell
precious.
us, it's not Kim Davis that you're campaigning for, right? Another sexy lady.
Another dream girl of mine. Man, you're just rattling them off. This is a pageant in my mind.
Hey, also,
your mind is a terrible place.
You should see Janine Turro.
Oh my God. I tell you what, if one of you decides that Judge Judy is above Janine Shapiro, I'll give it to you. I take it.
I think that's objectively true.
Okay, fair enough. Zach for the win. Also, check out new episodes of the Awakening podcast came out this Wednesday, this morning, and brand new episode of the Preach Jacobs podcast published.
I saw he dropped a new one. I was happy to see it.
With Gina Green, absolutely outstanding interview that he did with her on people getting involved in politics.
Are you involved in producing that, or is he solo, like able to do it all on his own?
He does all of it all on his own. The only thing I do is upload it to Captivate and throw it out there for everybody to hear. So
I'm kind of mad that I got all this new equipment, and got it set up here in my home studio, and now I don't get to use it with you. So.
Well, you tell me when you want to drop in. If you happen to find that you got an hour or a half hour or whatever.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, if we find out you bought all that equipment for World of Warcraft, I'm going to be pissed.
What I might have to do, are you still recording on Saturdays? Or you record
Sunday mornings?
You record Sunday mornings? I might pop in there once in a while you're already recording.
Come on in.
I'll also say this, Politically Speaking has a new episode that will be coming out on Monday. I don't know what it's about yet because they're recording it tomorrow night. So
was Emily back in it?
Emily is back. Back. Wonderful. The whole gang is back together. And I promise that this new episode of them back will be about something other than just Emily being back.
So and me is recording again. I hear
he is recording again. The whole big media LLC group is going to be publishing.
So you know what might bring me back, and where I'd have to sacrifice my other role here is if you bring what the pod was that. If you bring that back and bring me into it, I think I might drop everything to do that.
You heard
it needs a relaunch.
Yeah.
Okay?
I missed that show, Something Fierce. That was one of my favorite shows. I clicked on every link, including all the bad ones you stuck in the podcast notes. I clicked on all of them.
That's not our fault.
That creates a show, and it takes Bill's heart. I love that. I love it, Bill. It's coming back, and you're part of it. Because we cannot find Carrie.
And it's got to be in person. Here. That's not something you can do over Riverside. No, that is an in-person podcast.
Deal.
So that even if you do a once a month special, I think it needs to be dusted off and brought back to life.
And it'll be every one of them starts with a mayonnaise hot vodka shot.
Because just think about this shit you and I share on a daily basis, Barrett.
Yeah.
Right? There's the show. I mean, there's the content. Did you see the latest one about the Google apologizing?
I did. Yeah. See, I have to put bleeping in on that one.
Bill, do we follow each other on TikTok? Because I'll start sending you the gold.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's happening. That's happening.
All right. Well, that's the plan then. Month of March, all of the podcasts will be publishing.
It would be
Barrett's going to be looking for a
2-hour special of What the Pod. 2-hour special, 3-hour special.
That works. All right.
Hey, remember when you once had that idea that you were going to do a 24-hour show and you would just have like constant streaming and just rotate different people, take up shifts, and just keep it going for 24 hours?
Yeah.
We're going to do
I like that idea too.
That was a terrible idea.
And you know what? The reason it never came to fruition is because we didn't have live capabilities for I think for anything at the time, but much less TikTok where we wanted to put it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Exists.
Does TikTok Live have a time limit on it at all, or could you just literally leave it on and record yourself sleeping all night long?
Every now and then you'll get this box that makes you move a puzzle into a puzzle piece so that you prove that you're still there. So, all right. Well, I don't know. We'll think about that. Maybe as a super launch or something. That
we can hire that lonely monkey to do it for us. You know, the one that has no friends and
punch
the monkey. Yeah.
Okay. Before I do the end credits, Jon Stewart's take on that whole thing. Did anybody see that? Basically, he made a reference to Punch the Monkey, and they had the picture of the monkey up with the stuffed monkey with it, and he goes, completely as respectfully as I can, there's something wrong with that fucking monkey. Like, all you people, and then people are booing him and stuff like that. Funny, but they're booing him, and he says, "Oh, you all know better than the rest of the monkeys in the cage. There's something wrong with that fucking monkey. Hear me out." Yeah, it was hilarious. It was from Monday's Daily Show, so check that out if you haven't yet. And follow the Daily Show on your social medias because the reels they put up are just absolutely perfect.
It's fantastic. It hasn't missed a beat.
No. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
Bill,
let's hear some end credits.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss you, Bill.
I love you, man.
Jess checking in. She said that, it pissed her off. I'm guessing she's talking about Jon Stewart's take on Punch the Monkey.
Oh, I thought it was me leaving. So yeah, I need context.
Fair enough. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Big thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget you can follow Bill at PoliticalBillSC. You can follow Zach at GarnetKing07, and you can follow myself at Barrett Gruber. Thanks for liking and hitting that bell. If you can, please give us a 5-star review and leave a comment. Until next time, you all stay safe, be kind, and
keep your hands to yourself. Were we doing that? Do you have one, Bill?
No, it's yours. Nothing tells me more that Zach doesn't listen all the way through the end of the episode than what the tagline is.
Who's saying it on here?
Me.
Oh.
Listen, Zach, even I don't listen to the show, and I'm in it, so I don't blame you. Don't feel bad. I tuned Barrett out around the 15-minute mark, and I'm just going solo at that point in my head. So,
no, we're meeting tomorrow for our show, B and Z.
We are. The All About Something kind of daily show.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend. We'll see you in May. The preceding podcast is solely owned by the host or hosts and is distributed by Big Media LLC. Copyright 2026.